It's Knotty Knots here, also known as Nefer TiTi. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Turn on that notification bell, and if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, go ahead and thumbs it down, whatever, you know, just go ahead and rank it in some kind of fashion so YouTube can know. In this video, I want to go ahead and basically give like a postpartum update. I haven't done I don't even know what to call it, like just explaining what my birth was like, and I'm just kind of not ready to do that yet because I want to do that with my boyfriend, and you know, just have that video be a little bit more long and more extensive. Right now I just want to kind of go ahead and talk a little bit about postpartum and what I've been experiencing, because right now I am 4 months postpartum. So I just want to kind of run down like the different things that you would need postpartum and to kind of like get you ready for being postpartum. Immediately after birth, there's going to be two things that's going to need to happen. Your placenta is going to need to come out, and you can either get that to happen by massaging your uterus in a very vigorous manner, or you can, sometimes it will just happen naturally. You don't even have to do a massage. It will just come out naturally, the placenta. I drank Basil Tea. I had Basil Tea, what do I won't say brewing, but it was basically like infusing for a few days before my birth. So it was pretty strong. Yeah, you're gonna need some Basil Tea, or you go ahead and just massage that area naturally. The midwives will massage that area, your partner or yourself, you can do it, to just go ahead and like bring the placenta down. So what you're gonna need is heavy duty pads. No tampons, no menstrual cups, okay? No tampons, I don't even care if they're natural. No menstrual cups, okay? You're gonna need some sanitary napkins. You're gonna need some pads. My tip would be to go ahead and get some natural sanitary napkins. If you can't afford those, you can get medical grade sanitary napkins from Amazon.com, and I'm gonna link that below in this video so that you guys can see directly where to go to get those, because those are really good. I use those and those work for me. Another thing that you're gonna need is some what do they call it? Briefs. I think they're like high-waisted brief underwear for women, and I got the color white because that's just like the purest color. You don't have to get white, you can get any color you like. I just prefer to get white. And those are just going to be your postpartum panties, just plain and simple. Those are going to be your underwear for your postpartum period, because you don't want to use something that is going to get, you don't want to use something that's basically going to be uncomfortable. You want coverage at this point. Some women even wear diapers, like adult diapers. I did not wear an adult diaper because I was a little iffy on how that would work. It just sounded messy to me. So I decided not to go with no adult diaper. I just couldn't see myself wearing no damn adult diaper. I just couldn't. So I just opted for some white panties and some really heavy duty sanitary napkins. So the next thing that you're going to need is a peri bottle. You can buy this from the dollar store, or you can buy an actual peri bottle. You're just going to need a, I'm going to put it here. You're just going to need a little, either a spray bottle or a bottle that has the top of like a lotion bottle for you to just kind of squirt the water onto your, I don't even know if I can say that word on YouTube anymore, onto the area, you know, that is sore. So what I did was, you can make your own little mixture, or you can just use like lukewarm water to squirt down there each and every time you go to the bathroom, so that you don't have to wipe with toilet paper, because that is the most awful feeling. So do not use toilet paper. You can spritz with the spray bottle and then use the toilet paper to pat the area dry. Even that might be too much for some people after going through a childbirth experience, because sometimes people can tear a little bit. So even the padding might just be too much. But that's one thing that's very important, is a peri bottle. The next thing that is very important as well is a gel ice pack. You can get those off of Amazon. You can get them from Walmart, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to want to get the ones that are gel-like and don't get hard when you put them in the freezer. And you're going to want to use that when you're sitting on a rocking chair rocking your baby. You can put it on the chair and then place a folded towel over it to sit down, so that the area gets some relief and it feels cool down there. The cool feeling on the stinging or the irritation feeling really does help. And you can sit on that throughout the night. You know, I used to use that a lot after having my son. So raspberry tea, a lot of herbs. There's a plethora of herbs, like so many that I can't even remember the names. I'm just going to try and shout out some ones to you that are really good for postpartum healing and for regulating hormones. Postpartum herbs. So I don't have to just go off the dome and just try and explain to you guys the ones that are helpful for regulating hormones. And that is chamomile. So I got myself the loose tea chamomile from the farmer's market. Hibiscus, I got that from the farmer's market. Rose petals, I got it from the farmer's market. Lavender, rose hips, and lemon balm leaf. So those are all, you can make a tea out of that. You can brew all of those ones that I just named and make a tea out of that. For delayed placenta, I got all of this off of like this mommy blog. I'm going to try and find it and link it below, because she has a lot of recipes on there for postpartum herbal teas that you can make yourself. So a delayed placenta, like to try and bring the placenta down, is you can use raspberry, excuse me, not raspberry. Yeah, you can use raspberry leaf, or you can use basil leaf like I told you earlier. Also, you can use nettle. And you can find those teas that I just mentioned either loose or in a tea bag at your local farmer's market, at your local health food store. I would more so recommend you get a loose tea bag, because that's more potent than getting it in the bag. So, yeah, so now that we've gotten that part, well, that's not really out of the way. So the sitz bath, I'm going to link below the sitz bath that I bought. I bought one from this company that sells on Amazon, and that sitz bath was amazing. It was a postpartum sitz bath. It had tons of herbs in it. It had coconut oil. It was just the bomb, and it lasted me a while. I got like 3 uses out of it. If I was you, I would buy 2 of those though, because 1 is not enough. 1 is not enough. You're gonna need 2. So once you run out of the sitz bath that is already pre-made for you, it's easier, especially after just having a newborn, and once your bleeding has basically lessened up, you can go ahead and use that. Once your sitz bath runs out though, there are mixtures that you can make yourself to go ahead and soak in. So I'm going to go ahead and read those off to you, the herbs that you would need for that. So we got aloe vera leaf, we got plantain flower, we got calendula, comfrey, burdock, violet flower leaf, yarrow flower, lady's mantle flower leaf, and lemon balm. Okay. The other one here we have is myrrh gum, garlic cloves, salt, and shepherd's purse. All of those herbs can be used in conjunction with each other. You don't necessarily have to have all of those herbs to do the soak. If you have 3 of those, that's cool. Go ahead and do it. Boom. If you got 4, do it. Boom. You're good. You see what I mean? So you can mix and match. I'm going to leave those herbs below in the comment box. Not in the comment box, in the... Okay, you guys, I'm back. I had to go change a little duty diaper. So yeah, those are all the herbs that are going to help you regulate your hormones so that you're not really dealing with postpartum depression. Baby blues the chances of you getting baby blues, you know, goes down. And of course, I'm not a medical doctor or nothing like that, but this is just from my personal experience and the experience of other natural mothers who've, you know, said that they've had a significant difference when taking these herbs, and I definitely did. I made myself an enormous jug of this same blend that I just told you guys, the hibiscus, the rose, the chamomile, the rose hips, and the raspberry tea and nettle, and I had a very I had a better, smoother transition into postpartum versus if I didn't take these. Okay, so it really does make a difference. I recommend them, and if you guys want to see where I got this blend from, I'm going to go ahead and link those blogs below. It's one blog from this midwife. So let's move on to soaks. So basically a sitz bath essentially is a mixture of different herbs in either a special bowl that is specially formulated to especially designed to kind of like sit on top of your toilet, and for you to sit there and kind of like squirt the water into the area of which we're talking about. Or you can get into your tub, fill it like halfway with some water, and then add your sitz bath to it. So the benefits of that is healing the perineum, soothing the perineum, and basically taking away that stinging feeling. It just helps to relax the muscles, and also from what I've read, it helps the skin of the baby as well, because you can do the sitz bath with the baby, but of course this would have to be after his cord has fallen off, and not when his cord is still in its healing stages of being attached to the stomach. Okay, so moving away from the sitz bath and the soaks, which those are very important. You need to do those. I know it's hard to find time after having a baby to do those, but if you have a mother, if you have a father, if you have a sister, if you have a brother, if you have a partner, a man, whatever, and they're willing to come over and at least sit with the baby after you've fed the baby, or if you're using formula and they're willing to sit there and feed the baby, or at least change the diaper so that you can get in at least 20 minutes of time soaking, that would be amazing. Find some help from somewhere to be able to do that. And if your baby is as wonderful as my oldest son, because that boy would sit in his little chair and let you bathe with no problem, you can try it and see if it'll work. Because my oldest son, he would allow me to do soaks when he was a baby. He would chill in the chair and just let me take my bath, get out, cream my skin. He was cool. So every baby is different. You might not even need the help from those people that I just named. It's just that if your child is more like wanting attention and feeling more comfort, definitely opt to find someone to sit with the baby while you do that. If your child is more cool, like my oldest son, he just sat there, he was just chilling, do that. Okay, food. Let's go ahead and tackle food. Now, I'm not a dietitian. I don't want to get all into diets with all the vegan, the pescatarian, the whatever. I'm just going to name off shit that you need, which is vitamins, okay? Vitamins, all right? You're going to be taking your prenatals. Don't stop taking your prenatals just because you had that baby. This is when you need the prenatals the most. Do not do that. Your edges will fall out. Make sure you have your prenatals on hand, like in doubles before you have the baby, so that after you have the baby, you don't have to go to the store and buy more. Trust me, you're not going to want to go to the store. Or, like, I just feel like I'm a freaking advocate for Amazon Prime. I don't know. Amazon is just quick. So if you're looking for conveniency, go ahead and turn on the Amazon Prime so that you can get that order of prenatals the next day, versus if you order it from some other place, you're going to be waiting a few days to get them. What I'm trying to tell you is that it's imperative for you to have those prenatals. I'm telling you, you need those, okay? So we're going to talk about food now. You're going to want to make sure, I was watching this video of this lady talking about little like Korean postpartum secrets. She said to make seaweed soup, okay? You can make the seaweed soup vegan, or you can put some meat in it, because she put meat in hers. I did not put any meat in mine. It was disgusting, but I drank it, okay? I did not drink it every single day. You're supposed to drink it every single day. It just really tasted bad. But if you're somebody who can get over the taste, or if you yourself know how to like spruce up seaweed and make it taste good, then by all means go ahead and do that. I did not have any time to sit there with that stuff and try and make it like if it was ramen. I was tired, and I had my mom coming over to make me food. So I pretty much kind of like made mine like a tea. My fiance just opted to kind of make it for me like if it was a tea, but it doesn't taste good, but it's very healthy for you. It has a plethora of healthy healing vitamins in it to help you heal from postpartum quicker, to help regenerate the body. So that is one thing you can do. You can have seaweed soup. The next thing is getting in a good amount of protein and having a balanced diet. That means your protein, be it is chicken, be it fish, be it seitan, whatever your protein of choice is, or even beans. Make sure you have your protein, make sure you have your grains, and make sure you have your vegetables. Whatever type of vegetables you like, raw preferred, to really be able to soak in those nutrients. You're going to want to make sure that you're eating good every day, okay? Especially if you're breastfeeding. You have to eat. You want to make sure that you're eating good every day. The next thing after food is water. Making sure that you're drinking enough water, because if you're breastfeeding, I mean, anybody needs to drink enough water. It's just that it's highly imperative for breastfeeding moms to make sure that they get in their water intake. You know? Here. No? What do you want to do? You just want to look? I don't know what this boy's doing. So yeah, water is very important. Make sure you drink. I'm gonna put it here because I don't remember how much water you're supposed to drink. But I know right now I'm drinking my portion size of water because of my weight. So I basically figured out how much water I'm supposed to drink because of how much I weigh. So it's like a calculation you have to do. I think I'm supposed to drink like 50 ounces of water a day. 50 ounces, so I think it's 60 ounces. So right now I'm making about 50. I'm just averaging, okay? I'm doing rounding. So I do drink like 24 ounces, 24 ounce cups a day. That's about as much as I try and intake. So yeah, water is very important. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is your placenta. Now, this might sound kind of weird, but I'm okay with sounding weird. I look weird, whatever, weirdo over here, whatever. Okay, I don't care. Placenta. It's very important that if you're birthing in a hospital or if you're birthing at home, make sure you ask those people at that hospital for your placenta. Let them know before, let them know after. You don't want any kind of misunderstanding. If you can't let them know because you're going to be in pain, you're going to be in labor, tell your partner, tell your coach, tell whoever is going to be there as your support system that you want that placenta, okay? If you're birthing at home, there's really no need for me to tell you and nobody's going to, you're just going to have it at your house, okay? Nobody's going to take your placenta and go test on it and shit. Listen, what you can do that it would be amazing, and it really helps with postpartum, not experiencing postpartum depression, and a mood regulator, and I would say a stabilizer. I would definitely say a mood stabilizer, okay? Because before I encapsulated my placenta, I was feeling like if I was on the verge of baby blues or just being really emotional in situations that didn't require all of that attitude, basically is what I would say. So encapsulation. I'm going to link some videos below that have encapsulation tutorials. I tried to encapsulate mine, but I kind of fucked it up. But my fiance's, you know, he's just so wonderful. He came in and basically saved the day with that one because I kind of fucked it up. But basically, you're just going to dry out you're going to clean your placenta. You're going to dry it out with different herbs and stuff like that. Pound it down with a mortar and pestle and put them into tablets. That is one version of how you can do it. You can also make a tincture with alcohol, but that has to sit for quite a while before you're able to ingest it. Unlike the capsules that, you know, once you're done with the process, you can just go ahead and digest them with some water. Also, another way you can do it is just eating it raw. You know, of course not like eating it with a fork and a knife. I'm talking about like blending it up with some raspberries, some strawberries, some maple syrup, some almond milk, you know, just like some delicious stuff, some oats. Just get it going and drinking it like that. If I had a blender, I would have taken my placenta like that, because that way you're getting the full amount of nutrients. You know, all those nutrients that was being stored in that placenta is going to go back into your body and not get wasted. So it's very important. You know, that is just my thing. If it's not your thing, very well. It's okay. We can agree to disagree, whatever. It's fine. So the next thing that's very important for postpartum moms to do is to wrap up, band up. Okay, I'm going to show you what I mean by that in a second. I'm going to go get my wraps. Okay, so I have two on hand that I don't actually have to go too far to get and show them to you. This is my medical grade, what is it? Everyday Medical stomach bind, and it has this detachable hernia, like, I don't know what to call it, but it basically pushes in your hernia, or it has like a, I don't know if you can see, it has a little hump here. If you have a hernia, it helps to push it in. If you don't have one, you can just take that off and just use the band. And this is how big the band is. I got a size small. I had got this before I was pregnant. And it basically secures with Velcro. Hey! 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 What's going on? And it secures with Velcro, and this is what it looks like, okay? And this is very good. So listen, if you don't have a hernia, then you can go ahead and opt out of that. Okay? I'm saying that this is good for people who are postpartum and have hernias, because I'm one of those people. I had a hernia before getting pregnant, so this is good to kind of keep everything together and also bring my uterus together. Okay, you want to make some noise too. Yes, you do. You want to be in my arms. All right. Okay, he just wants to be held. Okay, so that is the band for if you have like a hernia, or if you just kind of want something more comfortable and seamless under clothes. It's more seamless under clothes. What? Now the next one that I'm about to show you, I bought from Wisteria. I forgot the name on Etsy, but I know it has the name Wisteria in it. I'm going to link it down below so you guys can go ahead and purchase. I don't know anyone else who sells these. This is the lady who has like the balm.com what is it called? I'm going to say mukbang. The Bangkok belly bind wrap. So this is mine right here. And it's extremely long. And basically you wrap yourself up in this. And it keeps your hips together. It keeps your ribs together. And also your stomach as well. It does a great job on keeping your stomach nice and tight. Okay, and it looks adorable too. It looks like a little dress. That's what it looks like when it's wrapped up. I think I had filmed a video, but I never posted it, of me wrapping myself up with that Bangkok belly bind. But that is definitely a need. You don't have to get, like, that one was pretty expensive. That orange one that I just showed you was $70, but you don't have to buy one that expensive. I just wanted that top flight security one. They have one for $30 and up, from $30 to $70. So you don't have to get the most expensive one. Also, I wouldn't recommend it, but I have a waist trainer. I have not put on that waist trainer yet, and keep in mind I'm 4 months postpartum, and I have not put on that waist trainer because number one, I need some strap extensions. Number two, I'm not ready for that kind of restriction right now because I still kind of want to be free and be able to move around and flow and stuff like that. It's very important to band yourself up after having your baby. Even if it's the same night after you have your baby, band yourself up. You want the best chance of your stomach becoming flat and your uterus. It helps your uterus go back to normal, especially if you don't plan on breastfeeding, because breastfeeding helps the uterus contract and go back to the size that it normally was. If you're not breastfeeding, then you definitely need extra help. You need to be the one taking all of those herbs. You need to be the one focusing on banding constantly 24 hours a day. Okay? Seriously, if you're not going to breastfeed, you need to be banding yourself. If you don't, it's going to be way more difficult for you to get your uterus back down to a small size. It's going to take longer, you know. Some people might think that this is like not important, but I think it's pretty important. Is to have a regimen down for your hair. Okay, so let's just give some examples. If you're a natural girl like me who's never been to a salon in her life to get her hair done, if you kind of just do everything hands-on with yourself, try and find some time. Like I said before, brother, sister, mother, auntie, cousin, whoever, you know, husband can help you get some you time. Like I said, with a 20-minute sit soak. So if you can get somebody to come over and basically watch over the baby, feed it, and to do like one diaper change, which would probably be about 20 minutes, so that you can go ahead and detangle, rinse, co-wash, whatever, just deal with your hair, I highly recommend it. It's very important that you keep up your hair regimen because you do not want your hair to fall out, honey, okay? And yes, you're not going to take up a whole day to do your hair like how you normally would. I'm going to make a postpartum hair video on how to deal with your natural hair quickly, efficiently, and still get optimal results. But that video is going to be posted on my Beauty by Knotty channel. That is not going to be posted on this channel because this channel is more laid back and just kind of like for talking and chilling and making food and shit and just kicking it. That other channel is more so like tutorials and stuff like that. I'm not doing no more tutorials on this channel. But basically it's very, very important that you take care of your hair. Whether you're going to do it yourself, you do not trust yourself to do it yourself, go to a trusted hairstylist who can take care of your hair for you at least twice a month or something like that. If you know, it's very important. Or go to your sister who knows how to wash hair. You just need someone who can help you with your hair, okay? Because you do not want to end up having to cut off all your hair at the end of this whole thing is said and done with your baby. That is not cool. You don't want that, all right? Unless you're already planning on getting a haircut, then it's cool. Breast pads, if you're experiencing leaky breasts, if you plan on breastfeeding, you might think that you can opt out just to not get it and maybe you can just do without it, but it's very important to get breast pads because if in the nighttime, or in the daytime, I really don't need breast pads. You know what I mean? My son actually sleeps through the night, so my breasts usually leak very late in the night while I'm resting. So in order to not wake up in a pool of milk or just to be very uncomfortable with a wet shirt, it's very good to wear a bra and breast pads. But what I want to say, I wish I could find that bra. I don't know where that bra is. I must have lost it. I don't know how the hell you lose a bra. Look, I don't know where. We're talking about breast pads, but I want to move away from talking about that and kind of come back now and talk about bras. This is very important to me. Very, very important to me. I have two amazing bras that I bought from Ross. And before going to Ross, I was looking for some extreme coverage bras because my breasts are big, but they're not like D's or nothing like that. But they are plump, you know what I'm saying? And they've gotten bigger since being pregnant and since having my son and since I'm breastfeeding. And I needed coverage because I'm like, I do not want saggy boobs. Don't want saggy boobs, bro. You do not want that. So you need to be wearing a full coverage bra during your pregnancy and after your pregnancy, okay? Very important. I feel like I was cutting it pretty close because it took me a very long time to get a full coverage bra. And I was feeling really bad about that because I did not want my breasts to be saggy. So, I bought a bra from Champion, from Ross, and that's the one that I'm wearing right now. I know you guys can't see, but basically this bra is like extremely like heavy duty. Like it really pushes them up in a good way. It pushes them up amazingly. I have another one, but I don't know where it is. I took it off and I don't know what the hell I did with it. Like I've never lost it. I don't know. I've just been losing stuff. I lost my phone for 2 days in this house. Just found it today. We're nearing to the end of this video and there's a few more things that I want to mention. If you have sciatica pain, like how I do, you're definitely going to want to invest in a body pillow, okay? Because it's hard for me to close my legs. you're going to want to invest in a yoga ball. One of the large yoga balls that you can sit on and kind of like, you know, move around your hips and stuff like that. Another thing for the mom that's on the go and ripping and running, I got to get myself one, but I highly recommend getting a sciatic pain leg brace for your thigh and for your butt. That is very, very important, because if you're going to be running, ripping around the house after a few months going, because I've been going non-stop, man. I've been really trying to get a hold of this house and keep everything together. And when I go to the grocery store, I don't ride in the scooty cart anymore because I have my baby now, and I don't really want to ride in the scooty cart with him strapped on me. I don't know. Like, I'm really paranoid, so... Hey! Just playing with his little toys. You know, so... Definitely get a leg brace if you're experiencing sciatic nerve pain. If you're not, so like I said before, if you don't, bless you, okay? So we're at the end of this video now, and I just want to say thank you so much for staying until the end. If you stayed until the end, you got some really good information about postpartum care and what you're going to need for your body. You know, just to stay optimal. And these are all the bare necessities. I'm not mentioning no bullshit that is just like not a need. Everything I mentioned here was your bare necessities, okay? So, if you guys feel like I left anything out, please go ahead and comment that below and tell me. Other than that, have a blessed day. Love you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you guys can be abreast of all my new videos. I love you, okay? Peace.